this gold coin that I have here. Yeah. I'm a leprechaun, and so I love shiny things and coins and stuff like that. So what can I say? What's that? Yeah, well, not all leprechauns look like a stereotypical leprechaun. I'm a little bit Irish, and I guess that they were like, "Hey, do you want to be a leprechaun?" I said, "Sure." I didn't really know what the criteria was, but they said just be a little bit Irish and wear green and like coins, like shiny things. And I said, easy, easy. I've already got this all down. Like, I'm the perfect fit for the job. So I'm having a pretty good time. Hey, actually, so speaking of shiny things, I bring my coins with me everywhere I go because leprechaun, you know what I mean? So at the end of the rainbow, there's coins, and I actually have them with me. I have a whole coin collection. If you want to see it, I understand. If not, it's totally understandable. But I would like if I could show someone my coin collection. Maybe, perhaps. Yeah, you want to see? Okay, cool. Awesome. That's really cool. Okay, well, to start out, I need something to drink. So, I have one of these with me. I don't drink these very often. Yeah, but they're Irish, so. Okay. Here we go. These are actually one of the few things I can drink that doesn't mess my stomach up, really. Which is one of the reasons why I really don't drink that much. But you should see the other leprechauns. Oh my god, it's a little scary how much they enjoy their Guinness. Okay. Check out the bubbles. Whoa. Yeah, that's Ireland for you. Right there. All Ireland. Yeah. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. Tried and true. Okay. Alright. I hope you don't mind, I brought a few things that are green that, I can also show you. Yeah. Okay, cool. Oh, my outfit. The green. Oh, yeah, Well, it's mandatory, really, when you're a leprechaun. You have to wear green. And not just on St. Patrick's Day. Like, you have to wear it all the time. It's part of the gig, Yeah. This is, I got this from Gap, maybe. I don't know. And then this. Oh my gosh. Okay, I'll tell you what. Leprechauns, we love music, okay? Maybe more than the average person, I'm gonna say. Yeah. So some of us really like to wear band t-shirts. This is says Ceremony. New Order, this is my favorite band. Yeah, yeah, you don't have to be a leprechaun to like them, though. They're so good. Gosh. Yeah, New Order and Depeche Mode, those are my favorite bands. Yeah, but I don't have a Depeche Mode shirt. I need to get one. I know. I need to get one. I can't decide on one that I like, so, might be a minute. Yeah, New Order was actually just a little bit of a fun fact for you. I just love to share knowledge with people. I think it's fun. But New Order was actually the band Joy Division, and you can tell with the way that some of their music sounds. But Joy Division was when Ian Curtis, the lead singer of Joy Division, was still alive, and unfortunately he suffered from pretty bad epilepsy, and he ended up taking his own life. And then they continued as a band, and they made New Order. Yeah, so there's still a lot of that influence there from Joy Division, but on a practical level, and don't get me wrong, I love Joy Division, but I don't really listen to them that often because they're kind of more sad and like darker, which I mean I like, but I listen to New Order a lot more because it's more, upbeat tempo and stuff like that. But New Order actually wrote my favorite song of all time, Bizarre Love Triangle. It's become a lot more popular since TikTok has started. And part of me was like, dang, I wanted to gatekeep it as a Leprechaun song, but what are you gonna do, It's a great song and I want people to know it, so I can't complain. I'm glad that people are hearing it. Okay. Enough about my shirt. Let me show you a few green things, okay? Before I show you the coins. Alright. I don't really know what to do with this hat, but I have this, so... I actually bought this because I had an idea for a funny video that I wanted to do, and in my mind, though, I don't entirely know how to make it work because I don't know why the idea came to me. There's just a lot of things that come in and I just go, oh, but the idea was, I'm a banker, okay, even though this is typically for accountants, but they still wear them, no, but this is typically, banker. Anyways, I got this hat because I had this idea of I'm a banker, and you come to my window, and we get everything ready, and then I go, sorry, we're only accepting seashells as a form of payment. And then, and you're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, seashells. And then you say something like, is this a joke? And I go, it's not a joke. And then you go, is this like Sally sold seashells down by the seashore? And then I would go, I don't know who Sally is, but it's more of like a federal thing, So that was my idea for a skit, and that's why I bought this hat. So, other than that, I don't know what I'm really gonna do with it. Other than show you it because it's green, I guess. So. Yeah, leprechauns like to think of skits. Yeah, because we're just kind of, goofy. So, kind of can't help it. It's just always going. this is another hat of mine that is green, but also arguably not even a color because you might not even be able to see it. Is this one? I can't put it on all the way. Oh, this is embarrassing. I'm a leprechaun. I can't show you. Just a second. It's because I have my hair. My hair is clipped back. Here we go. Right. Yeah, I got this at a Cabela's. I'm just kidding, I didn't get this there. Anyway, next, this is a bag of lentils that I carry with me. I really like lentils, so, and it's green. Are you Irish? Okay, a little bit. Yeah. What's that? From Ireland? No, I'm not. No. Well, you don't have to be from Ireland to qualify to be a leprechaun. The times have changed a lot, you know what I mean? So. Yeah, I'm not even that Irish. I'm a little bit Irish, and then Scottish, Welsh. My family actually came here from Wales to Ellis Island, so that's how I got over here, yeah. Well, I wasn't around yet, but that's how we got over here, yeah. And then I'm also Iberian, and, hear that car? It sounded like a fart. Anyway, but yeah, I'm only a little bit Irish. I'm more Iberian and I think a little bit Greek and Italian and stuff. But yeah, French, German, all the wide array, you know. But anyway, I'm still qualified to be a leprechaun. Yeah, you could probably be a leprechaun if you wanted to. You know, I think it's more so about the excitement that you bring to the job, the passion that you bring to it. I have a lot of passion for it because I really love coins. So, yeah, it was an easy, it was an easy sell, essentially. Yeah. What else did I want to show you? More green stuff. Hold on. Okay. This is coconut, vanilla, creamer, coffee creamer. Yeah, this is, well, one thing that you may not know about me. I love coconut. Anything coconut. I go crazy over anything coconut. And so I saw this at the store and I had to get it. Yeah, it's pretty good. I like it. And green, so qualifies to be a leprechaun item. I don't know. A lot of leprechauns, like myself, love to cook, and so this is very important when cooking is to have a good olive oil. You don't need to use olive oil. Some people use different oils. Some people use butter, whatever. But as a leprechaun, I try to watch my figure, so I try not to do too much butter, and that's why I really like the olive oil. Yeah, it's a little leprechaun secret. Yeah. It helps us stay nimble for when we're gathering coins. Yeah, because you gotta be quick. side of a rainbow. That's it. That's all I do. Okay? It's fine. It's not stealing. Okay, that's crazy. Sizzle. Extra virgin olive oil. And that's how it makes me feel. It's like that. Makes me want to dance when I'm cooking because it's so good. Although honestly, I'm one of the few leprechauns who I'm always dancing because I just love to dance. So, you know, and when I'm happy, I have to do a little dance, you know. Have you ever been to where they make Guinness? Well, the Guinness factory. Me neither, but I really want to go someday. I hear it's even better there, you know, which makes sense, but I want to go there, and I want it to be kind of chilly and rainy outside, you know, and I want to have this and like a nice hot bowl of stew. I feel like it would be so good, but the stew had to be made with Guinness. Yeah, right? Like it has to be full circle, you know? Yeah, it's the only right way to do it. Okay, last thing I want to show you before we get to the coin collection. So, these are one of my favorite snacks. Well, it's not really, it's, you know, it's a little treat, but I love these. I've loved these ever since I was a little kid. Ever since I was a little leprechaun. I've always loved these because my aunt, so my uncle, married a Japanese woman, and so my cousins are half Japanese and a little bit Irish, you know. And my mom is obsessed with Japan, and really, like most Asian cultures, she's very into it, which is cool. But growing up, we would always go to like different Asian grocery stores around where we lived. Yeah, so I had these all the time, and I feel like it's only been recently that I've seen these in like bigger grocery stores, you know what I mean? I think maybe I just wanted a few of them because they're really good, but there's green in it, so it counts, it's fine. You want one? Okay, hold on. I always open things a little bit recklessly because I'm not a patient person. So I opened it, well, it's okay. We'll just have to eat all of them so they don't fall out, right? But here they are. Yeah. Aren't they cute? They're really cute. They're good, too. You want one? Here you go. There you go. Yeah. On the house, you know. Cheers. Okay. So, are you ready to see the coin collection? Okay, now that I've got you excited and you know you're thinking about leprechauns and yeah, okay. If you make fun of me, I'm gonna cry and run away, okay? I don't care actually, but this is my binder. Yeah. It has a handle. Which is partially why I bought it, because I thought that the handle was really funny. Because it means like serious business, you know? But, I mean, the life of a leprechaun, the job that we have to acquire, not steal, acquire coins. It's a serious job. job. So this is serious, you know, serious business. Okay. So to start out, I have some paper currency that I've acquired. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Nothing too crazy. I've been everywhere. I actually have barely been anywhere, and I'm very afraid of flying. But some of these have been from friends, and some of these I've just found randomly out and about. Everyone who knows me knows that I love to collect currency, okay? I just think it's so interesting to see what other places, like, I don't know, what does their currency look like? It's so interesting to me. This one's really cool, because this one's from Italy. One of my best friends went there a few years ago, and she brought that back for me. She was like, I know that you love to collect different monies. So, $2 bill, classic, those are easy to find. Okay. Now, for the moment that you've been waiting for. The coins. Now I take this very seriously, okay? I don't really know all of what all is in here. I just like to look at them. I think that they're cool. So, yeah. I'm trying to find you my favorite ones that I can show you. Just a second. Oh, and before I forget, I didn't tell you about my necklace. This is actually a World War II coin, or it was, I think, the, coin when World War II was happening. But it's from that time. Yeah, it's really cool. Yeah, I got it during the pandemic. Yeah, I remember, even as a leprechaun, I qualified to get a stimulus check, a stimmy, as they call them. And I got it, and the first thing that came to my mind was, you guessed it, something shiny. So I bought this on Etsy. It was worth every penny. I'm probably one of the few people who got a stimmy and then went, I'm gonna buy a World War II coin necklace. But what can I say? I'm a leprechaun. That's what we do. So, okay. I had a few more of those mushrooms before I came back. Okay. So let me show you some of my favorite coins that I've collected throughout the years. So first off, I have to show you the ones that aren't actually coins, or they're like fake, I don't know why I had this in there, but I don't know if you can see that. Okay. Maybe. Yeah, this is the Welsh flag. Yeah. So I don't know. I just feel, some pride for being Welsh. I think it's cool. And I admire the language. My God, I could never learn it. It's a lot. Yeah, I had this as a necklace. But I guess now it's in my coin collection, so yeah, I don't know. But yeah, kind of cool. Still kind of shiny, so I like that. Okay, this one is also not real. Okay, there it is. This is actually a replica of the coins that were used in the movie The Goonies. Or, the treasure that they find. Because I actually went to where they filmed it a few years ago, and I went to the jail they had the main bad guys in there at the beginning. Or, well, one bad guy, but then, yeah, they got him. Yeah. But I, of course, had to buy the coins while I was there. Yeah. Yeah. So, super cool. Super cool. Highly recommend going to that jail, by the way. Very quaint. What else? Oh, and this one. Okay, so this one is also not real because it is from the Smithsonian. Yeah, and I got this when I was in DC, and this was also a few years ago. And again, I saw coins in their gift shop, and I had to buy it. I thought it was cool. And maybe I'll show you some other time. But I also bought a few minerals, like rocks and minerals, when I was in the gift store. So I like rocks as well. Yeah, I like shiny things. So you ready for the real coins? Okay, I knew it. Okay, so this right here, if I can ever get it to focus. Okay, so this right here, this is a, well, in America, I think it would typically be pronounced franc. Good old franc. But this is French, and this would be a franc. But I really like this one, mostly because I'm a bit of a francophile. Like, I love France and just anything French culture. I think it's really cool. So there's that. That's one of my favorites because France. Don't tell Ireland that I said that. My employer cannot know that I prefer other places. But to be fair, I've never been to Ireland and I've never been to France. So I'll have to go someday and judge for myself, you know. I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll get back to you on that. Yeah. I believe that this is Greek, along with this one. Now, I could be way off. But I believe these are Greek. Yeah. Do you hear that? You really gotta get to know the coins, you know, inside and out. You gotta know what kind of noises they're making. It's very important. It's one of the ways that we assess coins once we take them, acquire them, not steal. It's not stealing, okay? Do you get to know these? Okay, good. This is important. I'll be testing you on it later. I'm just kidding. Maybe. So this one is from Mexico. Well, there it is, yeah. So this one's from Mexico. I really like this one. I honestly you know what really attracts me to a coin is when I see like a coin within a coin or something like that. Like those two different colors. It just does something to me. I don't know, I think it's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah. You know, and I don't really know the languages of a lot of these places where I'm collecting their coins. You know, I mostly know French. Yeah, well, my French is a little rusty, but I can still read it pretty well. Yeah. Now, Spanish. I don't know Spanish, but I've actually been looking into trying to learn some of it. Yeah. You know, yeah, you want to appreciate where you get these coins from, you know, it's very important. Plus, I figure it'll be very useful, and that, but it's a romance language, like French, you know. So I don't think it'll be too difficult to learn. And there's some Spanish words that I can pick up on because the word in French is so similar. So don't ask me anything about Ireland, though. And like I said, don't tell my employer that, okay? You know, he's usually pretty lax, but you never know. I don't want to get in trouble. So this one is from Hong Kong, and I really like this one because of the flower. I think that the flower on it looks really, really cool. And I just think flowers can look pretty cool. Not all of them, but some of them. And it kind of looks like a lily. No. Wait. Yeah, it kind of does look like a lily. I don't know if that's what it is. I feel like it isn't, but I don't know. So this is from Belize. Yeah, I really think that this one is really cool. Yeah, I got this from a friend who went to Belize for her honeymoon, and her husband, they know I'm a leprechaun. They know I love coins, so when they came back, they said, "Hey, Haley, we got you some coins." So, yeah. You know, when I was in school, to become something other than a leprechaun, I actually worked on a project for a project that was data from Belize. Yeah, it was cool. Yeah, I worked for an anthropology professor, and I was doing like mapping. Like I was taking a bunch of drone footage and like LiDAR mapping and stuff like that, and pulling data from it. Yeah, it was really fun. That's all of my experience with Belize. Yeah, but it was a very informative thing. Yeah. And it was very exciting for me because it was funded by the National Science Foundation. So, but that's all in the past. That was before I decided to become a leprechaun. Yeah, so it was back in the day. Yeah. This is from Peru. Yeah, so this is Peruvian. Now, I don't know how I got this one. I don't remember. Like I said, a lot of these I found over the years, you know. And I didn't steal them. I found them. I acquired them, okay? Because it's my job and I take my job very seriously, okay? Okay. Last but certainly not least, this is, I think, from Denmark. Yep. Really get to know the coin. Scratch the ridges of the coin. Scratch the raised design on the coin. Really become one with the coin, okay? You know, have you ever thought about becoming a leprechaun? Okay, no. I mean, it's, yeah, you seem to like my coin collection, so I thought I would, just check. Well, that's all that I have. But there's certainly a lot more coins, but that would take a long time to go through. So those are just some of my favorites. But because I'm a leprechaun and because you seem to like coins, I just want you to think about it if you'd ever want to become a leprechaun. No pressure, no pressure. But if you wanted to, I could maybe put in a good word for you. Yeah. It's, no sweat for me, so. You have to give me coins, though. Yeah, you have to give me coins if you want me to help you get a job, become a leprechaun. Yeah, so, actually only using seashells now, apparently. Yeah. In my world. Okay, well, I have to go. It was great being able to show you some of this stuff. But unfortunately, I have to go and acquire. I have to go acquire more coins. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay. Alright. Yep. What's that? Wear green on St. Pat. You don't have to wear green on St. Patrick's Day. No one's gonna do anything. Okay. I'm certainly not gonna do anything. I'm not gonna, get on you about that. It's fine. Yeah. I won't tell anyone. Your secret is safe with me. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Well, if you don't have any coins for me, this is goodbye. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna go acquire, not steal more coins. You never saw me. I was never here. You don't know anything. You didn't hear anything. You don't know me. But if you're interested in becoming a leprechaun, just feel free to get a hold of me. Yeah, it's fine. Well, you can get a hold of me by just putting out some coins, and I'll find them. Yeah, so. I wanted to show you guys a few years ago when I went to Seattle on a trip with some friends. So this is Laura. This is my roommate. She's just one of my best friends. And then this is yours truly. I don't remember who any of them are. Like, I remember them, but I only remember one of their names is Saoirse, like Saoirse Ronan, the actress. But they're all Irish, and I think one of them was Australian actually. But one of our friends went to bed early, and so because she was sick, so Laura and I were like, we're gonna wander around the apartment complex that we were, renting a room at. So we end up going to the roof to see like what's out there, because it had like these giant sliding glass doors, and we were like, why not? We ended up meeting this friend group of Irish women and one Australian woman, and we just had such a good time with them, and they were all pretty tipsy, so we naturally took a photo with them. It was, you meet strangers for one night and then you never see them again. It was such a fever dream. And then, oh my god, this was, we were watching Dahmer, and this was when Dahmer came out on Netflix, and I was like, hold on, you guys, I think I kind of look like him with my glasses. And now every time I look at it, it scares me. But then here's the other photo of us with them. And see, we're just all having a good time. But because I was talking about Ireland in this video, I just wanted to show you guys these photos because I think they're funny. If people saw this in my apartment, they'd be like, oh, who are your friends?